Hey guys, so today it's a beautiful day outside, and what I got for this weekend, that's the new Cadillac Lyriq, and it's a fully electric. I mean, you probably see it everywhere right now. That's a lot of those cars out there. So what I'm gonna do, it's a 450e. I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna check it out and make a video about it and see what's my opinion on that. So right now we're charging it. The house I'm living at have a free charging system basically, and overall I like it. I mean, it's kind of cool Chevy Blazer EV. But what do you think? So let's go on the back and see if there is a lot of space for me, for example, can fit me and my kids, my family if I need it. I like the design of the seat. I like it even more than the front part of the seat. On the back it looks cool. This part looks really good. I don't know why, but all the Kias and Hyundais and now the Cadillac, most electric cars, they doing that kind of stuff on the seat. Maybe it's the same designer. So there is nothing special about the back seat. Some cool stuff again. We got some vents, we got some USB-C chargers, and basically that's it. There is no climate control in the back. Ay. It's like a Cybertruck. You always have to clean the screen. And the huge glass. But again, when it's so hot outside, like today in Los Angeles, there is no point to open this shade. There is no point to be the glass open all the way. You want to tint it 360 and been driving in the cool AC. But during the winter time, or maybe some other states, this glass, I mean, it's a good option. It's just a cool option to have it. So that's the MSRP sticker. So what do we got? 2024 Lyriq Luxury One. It's a stellar black metallic. Blue accent interior, and MSRP on this car 63,315, 625 extra charge for color, and we got it as a US Canadian parts 62, plus we got some Chinese parts 18% assembled in United States, but transmission coming from China. That's it. That's all you need to know. Transmission coming from China. 18% of this GM car made in China. Honestly, I do not care. Chinese people, they doing great on the technology and especially on the pricing. And what I don't like, I cannot open the glove box without going on the screen and do the glove box release. That's what I kind of don't like. Other than that, the central display, hotspot, there is a lot of cool stuff you can play with. There is a maps, there is Amazon, and even the news and podcasts you can listen to it. But for some reason the navigation and the hotspot, the internet, it's not working on this car. I don't know if it's something dealer gonna fix it or not. I'm not sure about it yet. The dashboard looks amazing. So that Cadillac on the screen, it's just something. So pretty much same as I would say on Escalade. If you drove it before, you probably know that cluster. So is it comfortable? I mean, I drove it yesterday. It feels great because it's probably new. So what I do like, I like this old style handle. If you know the old Cadillacs, it's been super popular, the handles like that before, and all those premium kind of switches and buttons. So the heated seats, what do we got right there? I like those vents, to be honest with you. This one, the way you can play with that, but it's a GM. I mean, usually how many times you see 5, 7, I don't know, 10 years old GM in great shape? Not so many. So I believe this car not gonna worth the money in a 5-7 years. It's gonna be, I don't know, maybe 15,000, and especially if the problem is gonna appear same as on the Chevy Volt, this car gonna go to like really low bottom of the EV industry. But I have to admit, this vents and the whole design of the dashboard is just amazing. I mean, these pieces, the chrome pieces right there, here, there, on the bottom right there, when we have a charger, so there's a Cadillac metal piece on the top. Right there, the central kind of console joystick, pretty much comfortable. So we have all the stuff, whatever we need to do, we can do that. And the middle Cadillac switch looks amazing also. I did see those video where this panel, the lower panel, popping out from the cover, but apparently it's not happening yet. It might gonna happen later on. So we got a charger. I can charge my phone right there, same as I have a Chevy Cruze 2016. It's doing exactly the same thing, so nothing wonder right there. So USB port, charging port, and some extra space right there. So let's take a drive and see how it feels when you're driving it. So let's take it for a drive. I like this switch. It's not only like the Mercedes going down, you have to pull it and push it down, or same time pull it and push it up, so you're gonna be on reverse. I don't like the small camera, the backup camera sides. Honestly, backup camera is kind of a little bit weird in my opinion. The technology could be much better. I mean, they're already better, but for the Lyriq, for some reason, I don't know if it's true or not, but let me know. So I think all the new generation cars, especially EV cars, they especially pushing the price up so high. For example, they expecting this car is going to be for sale and it's going to be selling for about 32, 33, 34,000, right? But they especially start selling it for 60, 65 or 59. So they have a lot of room to play. Are you agree or not? I mean, that's just my opinion, because how come the EV cars coming on the market and it's 40,000, 45,000, 52,000, and like half year, nobody buying it. They can give you 10,000 discount, 20,000 discount, just buy it, just keep buying, keep pushing it to buy your EV cars. Same as a GM. So they did the Blazer, they did the EV truck, they did this beautiful Cadillac, and the Hummer truck, and the Hummer SUV. They keep going on that, they keep pushing it. And but they're not holding the value like V8 diesel or gasoline cars. Those cars are holding the value. EV cars, for some reason, they're not holding the value. So, and I believe this car is going to be the same. It's not going to hold the value for next, I don't know, 5 years from now. It's going to go on a halfway. And again, the Cadillac is really nice car. It's a really great GM car. But for some reason, after 5 years, 3 years, 7 years, all this chrome pack, it start peeling apart. You know, the seats, they're not the same anymore. So, but for now, if you get a new car for lease for 2 years, 3 years, you know what you're doing with that. You know you're going to use it as much as you can for that payment you're making for the car. Get the new one. It's fully warranty. You know, you don't have to worry about anything. And for some reason, again, the Lyriq, I don't know if everybody doing that or just a dealership here in Los Angeles. So my friend who bought this car, he was supposed to get it right away, but they say, no, you have to wait. And how long, they didn't explain. So he's been waiting, and at the end they say, you know what, you might gonna rent this car, we're not gonna give it to you. So he didn't get this car. He got the other car, I mean this one, in the other place. But it's just ridiculous. I mean, right now GM or whoever asking, like, what are you doing? You're gonna rent it, you're gonna sell it, who cares? I mean, I'm buying a new car. If I want to sell it, resell it, or trade it, or rent it, that's my choice. Okay, if you want to charge me extra, charge it, and just, I don't know, I'm gonna buy it out or something. That's ridiculous. So let's go under the hood, double click, same as older BMW and everybody else doing it right now. What do we got under the hood? We got this. So we basically got some EV stuff going on, and there is a hook. You can jump it if you need it. Ta-da! No engine. Where is the engine? There is no covers. It's so funny. I mean, it's like, look. Let me pull the cover on the side. So we got electric engine, right? And what else? All those systems, ABS, pipes, AC, but no covers. Look, I can see the road right there. So, but it's not noisy at the same time. It looks so simple, and to be honest with you, it looks so cheap same time. So cheap, but so expensive. 63,000 on this brand new Cadillac you have to pay right now to get a new one if you're buying it cash, not leasing it. And 41,000 used with some mileage, you can already buy it at the auction. So it's 1/3 of the price cut for the same year. Only 8,000 miles, and it's gonna be 20,000 cheaper at the auction. That's crazy. That's what I'm talking about. EV cars, future EV cars, it's kinda not my case, I would say so. And look at this fancy charging port. So you push in the button on the side and it's gonna open. Yes, it's gonna jump a little bit, but now we got the fast charge, right? We got the regular one. If you want to close it, what are you doing? You just pushing the button right there and it's gonna close up. That's interesting car. That's interesting Chevy for 63,000. So the handles always they stay up like that. I don't know why. I mean, maybe only when you're driving it it's closing, but it always stays up. So the door panel, right? It's kind of Mercedes thing, and like I said, what I do like, I like this huge handle. It is reminding me old style, the Lincoln, or even I believe Ford Thunderbird in the 60s, 70s. They've been doing kind of same handle. Cadillac right there. The sound system looks amazing, and a lot of cool stuff. A lot of panels. Cadillac right there. The picture. The glove box, the vents, those vents especially, they made so cool design of that, and it's separate left and right. Look how it's rotating inside. That's cool. So guys, honestly, even the window sticker 63,000, I couldn't find it's an all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. So what I had to do, I had to check MMR. And you know what's crazy? So this car at the auction going for 39,000, and it's with some mileage right on it. So 40,000, 41,000, 38,000, 39,000. That's what I'm talking about. It's so crazy. I mean, 63,000 brand new car, and at the auction same time they're selling for 43, 41, 38. That's crazy. And again, I cannot see it's all-wheel drive or not, so I had to go on Carfax. Carfax says it's a rear-wheel drive. So it's a rear-wheel drive Cadillac Lyriq, and basically this car has 340 horsepower. 340 horsepower. Look at the trunk area. I like the way it's opening, so you have to push the logo and it's opening. The trunk is kind of huge. There's a lot of space inside, and it's a fancy charger. That's what my friend, the owner of this car, told me. You know, it has a fancy back for the charger, and it's really fancy. Looks cool. So we got the charger, some adapters included. That's good. So guys, we are living in 2024, and looks like there is a EV technology everywhere right now. And the Cadillac doing looks like not a bad job. I mean, I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels. All the plastics are solid, you know, the car itself, it's solid, it drives so good, it's not shaking. And I think that's the time when you're saying that's American dream. You got a brand new white house, it's huge, it's worth a lot of money, maybe 4 million, and you got EV Cadillac. What else you would dream about it in 2024? Just look at this dashboard, look at this cluster, the way they doing this illumination and all those images. I mean, it's just cool. It's just the PlayStation, you know? You can play with that. So let's start it up, let's drive it again, and you might gonna see, you might gonna feel what I'm feeling. All this beeping, honestly, it is reminding me those kids toys, you know, when you pushing the button, it's bim boom bim bim bum bum bim bim. So it's kind of the same. So the Cadillac doing a lot of cool stuff. Not only Cadillac, there is a lot of other EV cars who's doing, I believe they spend a lot of time and money to create that kind of sound and music. So there is a special engineers who's designing it, and I believe they so overwhelmed with the kids at the house, so they just going to work and like, oh, what kind of sound I'm gonna do if you didn't put the belt on? I'm gonna do this, bam bam, and now those kids toys come into life. Can you hear it? The engines? It's soft, it drives beautiful. And if I'm gonna go quiet, this car going super quiet. It's a beautiful morning, not so many people outside, and no traffic at all. That's what I like. That's what you need when you get into the car and you want to drive it, maybe everywhere or like to your destination. I don't want to see traffic. I don't want to see the people on the road. I just want to open road, you know, full battery charge. That's all I need. But what are you gonna do when your charger is not working? That's the good question. Or when you have a huge line, about 20 cars in front of you, waiting to charge the EV cars, and you are the last one. That's the question I'm always asking myself and the people who's driving EV cars, and they saying they're doing good, they're doing fine. If Tesla has million chargers everywhere, and it's a supercharge, it's a fast 30-40 minutes, sometimes more, most of the time it's more. So what about the regular EV cars? It's kinda tough sometimes. So guys, in the last part, what I was gonna talk about, that's the horsepower. You know, on the EV cars, for example, there is a lot of countries in Europe who's doing taxes, so they basically paying registration taxes according to the horsepower, not according to the new car, price of the car, horsepower. That's what they're going for. And they do have a specification. So basically what they doing, they testing the car, they testing any EV car. If it goes for same horsepower, whatever factory is saying, manufacturer is saying, for example, this car, they're saying 340 horsepower. It's supposed to hold those 340 horsepower for 30 minutes. Can you imagine that? So basically any EV car, they're not gonna hold it. Like those Tesla 1000 horsepower, 1500 horsepower, they're not gonna hold it for 30 minutes. So they're gonna test this car and it's gonna be 340 horsepower, but in 30 minutes, it might gonna go down to like 120 or 80. That's what they're gonna put it on your title. That's what they're gonna charge the taxes and registration for. Not for those whatever manufacturer saying 500, 600, 700, 800. That's kind of interesting thing, you know, why US not doing that, and why they charge in different way. I mean, I think it would be fair, you know, the EV car, if it's holding 30 minutes, like it's gonna get 80 horsepower, not 300, 500, 600. That's what the price supposed to be for registration or for your taxes. I think it's a smart way. But anyway, so it's all the huge illusion about EV cars, about the price. It's gonna hold the price, it's gonna hold the value. You're probably gonna be reselling it later on for more. No, you're not. And The other illusion, it's about the horsepower, how fast this car. Yes, the Tesla plate especially, it's super fast, 1000 horsepower, but it's 1000 horsepower at the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe, I don't know, minutes, those horsepower is gonna cut because the battery start overheating and all that kind of stuff. So EV car, buy not to buy, it's always your choice. Bye.